We finally got a Bamba, guys. We were waiting and waiting for this transfer to happen. ESPN reported it. I didn't want to believe it. Fabrizio didn't say anything, which was funny, so I was like, what's going on? But we finally got the Orny Bamba, the only Bamba that matters, and I'm going to read the tweet out. Arsenal nearing total agreement with Newcastle for Bruno Guimarães. Desire among all parties to bring the situation to a close. Deal now on course for completion. The only thing pending is a medical and sealing the switch to Arsenal. Guys, we've been talking about Vini so much. We were always talking about the left wing when it comes to Arsenal. But this signing right here is an unreal signing. There were only maybe a few midfielders that could have made Arsenal's already elite midfield better, and we got our guy. Especially after the World Cup Bruno G just had. We all saw what he's capable of. Assists, defending, controlling the game. He's an absolute master at what he does. He's a leader was a leader for Newcastle. So he's got the character, and now he's in our midfield. Honestly, I know we've got the whole squad today, but I'm sorry, I'm just going on a little rant. But I have to shout this out, Sal. I'm sure there couldn't have been a better birthday gift for you today, bro. Happy birthday, Bruno G's an Arsenal player.
Yo, I don't even know what Newcastle's doing. I'm frustrated because initially, United were linked with Tonali a little bit, so we're like, can we get something? We don't get that. I don't think we were really in the running for Bruno G anyways, but the fact that he goes to you guys is like, just so much worse. Like, why couldn't he go to like Inter Milan or some shit? Like I was hoping for that, he's gonna go to like Italy or something. Like I can see Bruno G playing for Inter. I was just hopeful, in the blue. But man, I want to hate on this so much. I want to downplay it, but I actually love Bruno G, especially after watching him in the World Cup recently and how good he was. And I think he reminded people how good he was after Newcastle's slightly down year. I think it's good, man. But the only thing, Arvin, like, I'm not, obviously I don't watch Arsenal day in, day out, but for me, Zubimendi is like that ball playing kind of deep lying six. Obviously, that Rice doesn't necessarily play the best at the 6. He needs to be at that 8 with someone sitting behind him. I feel like Bruno G kind of is like in between those guys, right? Like he's not like he's so versatile, and I think that's his great strength. But like, can he play that 6 behind Rice? Like I'm a little bit nervous about that. That's my only thing. Are they kind of too similar of a profile? I don't know.
If anything, right? Everyone talks about how bad our left side looks, and everyone points to the attack right away, me included, right? I've always said a left wing is a priority. But if you remember, the best football we played is probably that 22-23 season with the black kits, where we just came out and blew everyone out of the water. Who do we have then? Granit Xhaka. Ever since that season, we've been trying to replace him. We bought Kai Havertz as a midfielder. Didn't work, right? We bought Mikel Merino. I thought he was going to be someone who came in and did what Xhaka did. He wasn't just that type of player. So we've never had a midfield balance of someone who can operate. Well, Bruno G has been drifting a lot to the right as well for Newcastle. But for Brazil, he was on the left as well. So he is someone, if you watched him play, he's a line breaker. He's not afraid to make the dangerous pass. He can run in through balls. So if anything, this might be a really hot take. I think this signing, potentially if we sign you-know-who, Odysseus Jr., I'm not even going to go there. If somehow we don't even end up signing Vinny and maybe we just sign like a backup left winger, this one signing opens up our whole left side again.
Totally.
That's what I'm excited for. I think it frees up Martinelli. Yeah. I think we're going to see the best out of Martinelli. And the player I'm most excited for is Gyökeres. Gyökeres finally has a midfielder who's not afraid to ping in those passes when he makes the runs. I've been a staunch defender of Gyökeres. I've always said he makes the runs. Once we get Bruno G, Gyökeres, it's on you, brother. You're gonna get the passes. You have to be scoring the chances. Like I can't defend him with you're not. Our midfielders are not passing it to you anymore. You're gonna get those passes. So now it's on you because I know he can finish. I'm a huge Gyökeres guy. So this signing, like when you're talking about Declan Rice, Bruno G is so versatile. He can play in the 6. He can play up in the 8. But then because we can kind of rotate Bruno G in those positions, Miles can play in the 6 now, right? If you want a more physical midfield, we can play Rice, Bruno G, Miles. If you want more ball control, we can play Bruno G, Zubimendi, Ødegaard, right? If you want somebody, just more of an attacking midfield, we can play Bruno at the 6, we can play Merino and Eze. Like, the options this opens up for Arsenal with their midfield, with the versatility for different kind of game states, is just unbelievable. And if you talk about the caliber of player that Bruno is and the price we got him for, 70 to 80 mil, is insane value to me, right?
It's a steal.
Because
It's
it's
a
a
fucking
steal.
steal.
It's a steal, right? And the whole window people were
28
talking
years old,
about,
by the way.
But
so
still,
that's the thing. A
At his
lot of
prime.
people he's in his prime. He's ready to deliver now. We know what he can do right away. A lot of people were talking about, oh, he's 28, 29. He's turning 29. Do we pay too much? We're not in rebuild mode anymore, bro.
No.
We just won the league last year. I don't want to hear about value. We're not Chelsea where we're talking about, oh, we sold somebody for 55 mil. Nobody cares about that shit. All right?
building.
Just get the player in, deliver right now, and like if you gave me a list of players we could sign in midfield, Bruno G would have been like top 2. I can't think of another midfielder, maybe like I don't know, like Valverde or something. But that's so far fetched that wouldn't even happen, right? Or like somebody from PSG, like Joao Neves, or I'm not a Vitinha guy. I'm not a big Vitinha guy. Yeah, so he's top 3.
I see what you're
targets
saying.
We landed him, and bro, I think we have the best midfield in the league now.
And he
So-
fits in. He fits in like a glove, for Arsenal or maybe any other club as well. I would have loved to have him at Liverpool
Yeah.
too, right?
Like
And
imagine him instead
Gyökeres-
of McAllister or something.
He would have made a much bigger impact than Maka. But yeah, Gyökeres cannot have any more excuses. He does not have to do that link-up play. He does not have to backtrack. Right now, he just has to be in that poacher's position and wait for Bruno G to ping those balls and the crosses. He just has to wait, as you mentioned. So I think he will unleash Gyökeres, and it's very scary. It's very scary for us rival fans. This signing has unlocked something, or it will unleash a lot of other players. He'll make other players better too,
100%.
right?
The thing is,
sorry.
like, sorry, finish your thought. Finish your thought.
I was just gonna say, like, we didn't see the best season from Ødegaard last season. I think this frees up Ødegaard. He's not the sole creative force anymore. As much as I love Declan Rice, he is at his best when he plays a 6. He can play the 8, he can run up and down, but that's not his game. So now you have someone else. If you're Ødegaard, you have someone else who can create. Ødegaard loves playing off the right, linking up with Bukayo. Let Bruno do his thing on the left. They can switch whenever they need. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see Ødegaard get back to his best. When I go back, especially when he played with Xhaka, they were just playing off each other.
Yeah.
I think the same dynamic's going to happen, and we're going to see the best of Ødegaard, which I'm super excited about.
I was gonna say, like, if we go back to April, right? Like, there were a lot of sharp eyes on Arteta at that time. Remember, Arsenal was barely floating alive. It seems like, hey, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna slip up again? It wasn't like it was this like incredibly dominant season. Arsenal needs to improve, and we obviously know that. Let's take away the whatever is going on with the other clubs, with the new managers and all that. We know Arsenal's coming in as the favorites, but if you retrospectively look back at the season, it wasn't a perfect season from Arsenal by any means. So they know they need to improve. Playing like last year won't be good enough. And to Arvin's point, creating opportunities, creating those goal-scoring opportunities was tough. Declan Rice was doing a lot, but he couldn't do everything, right? Saka's hurt. That's not his fault. Could happen again. You have to be ready for these type of situations. Left wing, obviously, always been a problem. And Ødegaard had the issue, I don't want to get into it, but the whole, like, hey, he just passes it side to side, afraid to take the shot. I think Bruno G could be that person that, like Arvin said, unlocks everyone else. Unlocks the Ødegaard, unlocks the Martinelli, unlocks the Gyökeres, because they just didn't have that guy who just was like, yo, fuck it, I'm just gonna push the ball through. It might be a turnover, screw it. But he's also a great ball carrier, right? So it's not like he's one-dimensional in that sense. He's actually an unreal ball carrier. That's what I love about him more than anything. So it's like you relied so much on Declan Rice to kind of drive that ball forward before, because Zubimendi didn't do it as much. Now you have two threats on either side that can do it. To me, that opens up so much tactically for Arteta if you played those two together, where we need to get away from the idea of like one is a 6, one is a 8, one is a 10. Arsenal can do this thing where like there is no 6, 8, and a 10. There's just three midfielders, and they're occupying positions. That is how like I think football's moving forward, and I can see Arteta's I think trying to set up for that, right? So I think it's a dangerous move. I don't think it is a very sure thing because Bruno G is one of those guys that can fit in on any team and anywhere. You could go to City and start, United and start, Chelsea and start, Liverpool start, Arsenal start. One of those few guys you can put on any team, and he starts on every single team because he's so versatile. You have to make space for him. So that's why it's such a safe choice for Arsenal, and that's why for the price you pay, and he's gonna age well. A guy like the way he plays,
That's
even if he loses the speed and the physicality, he can become that like deep lying guy who just connects the defense to the midfield and progresses the ball forward. He doesn't need his physicality to be good. So from that standpoint, for how much some other guys are going for, that whole 28, 29-year-old thought,
Yeah, screw it.
screw that, man. Screw that.